Welcome to the Matt and Kayla Show. My name's Matt.
I'm Kayla. This is Coda.
This is Coda. She's been in pretty much like every one of our videos that we do.
Yep, just
but
by
not
voice.
Her face, just her lovely voice.
She went kayaking for the first time yesterday.
Kayaking, and we took Coda. The kids are at their grandmother's house, so this is our kid.
This is our Coda. Ever since she was a puppy, I hold her like a baby like this so I can bounce her. I'm the only one that gets away with it. If anyone else does it...
She had baby fever when we got her.
Yeah.
So Coda's 12 years old, and we got her a couple months after we got married. So we've been married for 12 years. We just celebrated 12 years of marriage. And Kayla's more interested in the dog right now than her husband.
She's falling asleep. Watch her.
She's cute.
What? She's falling asleep.
No. She's looking like she's... Oh. She's enjoying her time. So today, we're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to do something that we've never done before. We're going to do Ask the Spouse question. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So some of them are random. Some of them are off the internet. I haven't seen any of these yet, so this is going to be either good or bad. And if I have a black eye at the end of it, it's because I fell down the stairs. Seen it here, folks.
Yep, seen it here first, folks.
If you have not yet hit that subscribe button, hit the bell notification because...
So you'll be notified every time we post a video.
That's right.
You'll know firsthand.
First hand. Which one's the first? Left or right? Anyway, so I release music, covers. I do like a lot of one-man band kind of stuff, which is fun. And actually, after this video's released, our music video for Cherish the Moments will be out.
Woo!
So
yep,
you'll go into my playlist on the channel, and you'll see original music, and you click on play.
Our daughter Amia, she did such a good job. She looks so sweet.
Amia did amazing in it. Caden did awesome in it too. He did some basketball, and
he did.
It was a lot of fun. So we're excited to share that with you. So go and do that now.
Mm-hmm.
Do it now,
and then come back. Yeah.
Or just stay in this video and just remember, cherish the moments.
Actually, you'll probably be reminded at the end of this video.
Because the song at the end is Cherish the Moments. I always put it on there. Anyway, so, here we go. That was a lot of blab about nothing.
It was.
Kayla's going to ask the first question, and here we go.
What are you most excited about in our relationship in this season?
In this season, I'm excited about growth, I guess. I'm excited to be able to just enjoy life and relax.
Trying to teach Matt how to just... relax and let it all go. He's really bad at it.
Why do I sing that?
He's on all the time.
I am on all
and he never just stops.
I think that life is for the living. So if you're alive and you can, you should.
Stop and smell the flowers.
You need to stop and smell the flowers.
Coda. Oh, I wish we could spin it.
Coda just literally went over and smelled the flowers. So stop and smell the roses.
That was so cute.
Stop and smell the roses.
They weren't roses, but...
They're not roses.
And half dead. That's why we put these ones in.
But it's true. Life is for the living, and it's okay to be busy as long as you know when to stop. If you read in Genesis on the seventh day, what did God do? God
rested. So how much more do we need to take our rest?
Because we're weird.
And do nothing. Like, not like, run and... No, it doesn't.
Actually, it kind of does.
Rest, because if you don't have your rest, then you're not a very good spouse.
Yeah. I guess I'm asking you a question now. Thank you, whatever this site is, journeyforlifenow.org, for the question. This is not a sponsored video, and this is the first time I've seen it. Oh, I'll hear you. This is a good one. If you could see two things change about me, what would they be?
The bed routine. Oh my gosh. Every night, I have never been able to just fold back the blankets and crawl all nice and cozy into my bed. Nope. My bed, I have to pick up my pillow and my blanket off the floor before I go to bed at night. So that he sleeps in a cocoon. For real. Number 2, that was number 1, definitely.
But I like to be comfy, folks, and here's the thing, like, she sleeps with a blanket that feels like sandpaper.
That is not.
Literally, I could go to,
that's not
what's
true.
the company that makes sandpaper? Norton?
It's like a duvet.
And
it's a duvet. It's like about this thick,
just as comfortable.
And underneath
just
it's
to do
so
that,
soft and cozy.
I love how we're having 2 conversations at the same time.
Matt, when we first got married, this whole bed routine, he used to come in, I'd have to work, and he'd stay up watching a movie or whatever. And then he'd come in, and boom, on goes the lights, and then he would dare to shake the blanket.
I dare you to shake it!
lights on, and then ladies, covers off immediately with a gushing, freezing cold air when you're nice and cozy asleep. Death. He's met the end of my heels many a time.
All right, and the second thing you would change. Apparently, that was a big one.
Yep.
Got that out of the way anyway. Goodness gracious.
I don't know. I think that's the worst thing about him, guys.
Hey, ladies, all you have to complain about is your man, the way he sleeps.
Working too much.
He's working too much, apparently. What else? Apparently, there's more.
No, there's not. I don't think so.
Actually,
I'll think of them.
We've had a tremendous change in our marriage in the last year. So we've really worked on our marriage.
It's a whole new us. What's that?
Your turn.
What ways can I honor you more?
You remember in the book of Esther when Haman wanted Mordecai to... Well, Haman had to lead Mordecai through the streets saying, this is the way the king honors those who please him.
Yeah.
If I please you, you need to honor me. Lead me through the house with a parade.
Do you need to
cook me whatever I want.
meet the bottom of my heel again?
Of course, Haman got hung at the end of it.
That can be arranged.
Please don't hang me. Let's hang out. Don't ever use that. Hey, Matt, you want to hang out tonight? No.
No, my phone's going to overheat. It's hot out here.
We are on our back deck in our yard here. This is our yard. It's actually a beautiful yard. There's a tree house hidden in there that we built there a few weeks ago for the kids.
That they never go in without us. All right, change question. What's your dream date night or weekend with me?
Oh, well, I got to be careful when I stay here, folks, because we're off the next couple days. And
I might just hold him to it.
She might hold me to this. This is like ultimate, like optimal, like best thing that could ever happen, or just like a good date. No. A good date to me is
a burger. Don't forget the burger. We went to St. Andrews on our anniversary, and I'm not kidding, the whole time we were there. What are we going to eat? Where are we going to go? And I really don't care about that stuff, so I'm like, babe, seriously, you choose. We can go anywhere you want. This is me living right here by the ocean. I'm loving this. All day, all he thought about was burgers and steak.
I had steak. Date night for me, honestly, I'm a movie and dinner kind of guy. You know this. Have a nice supper at a nice restaurant, steak or a burger. Go to a movie afterwards, instead of like going straight home, like doing something, like walking somewhere or something like that. That would be fun.
Okay. Can I tell you mine?
Yes. Kayla, what would your optimal date be?
So I saw this picture online, and I'm like, yes, I want it. So I've always wanted to be in a flat, open area where you can see the stars from here all the way to here.
Basically where Mufasa lives.
All the way around. Be gorgeous.
Anywhere the light touches.
And be in the back of that half-tone truck with candles and blankets and maybe a laptop to do the whole movie thing. And we could bring a burger.
Yeah, but it would be cold. Also, you've been on Pinterest too much.
No, and lights hanging.
You've definitely seen this on Pinterest. Admit it. You've seen this on Pinterest, didn't you?
I want it to happen.
Well, we should do that. We should move to the prairies.
Buy a half-ton.
We'll go to Manitoba or Wyoming or something like that, you know?
Yep. Seriously, though, there's nothing like being under the stars and just feeling so small in our universe.
It's true.
Love it.
We serve a great, big, wonderful God. Okay. Kayla, this is not quite about you or me, but it's about any married couple.
Okay.
What kind of advice would you give to a young married couple that just got married, or they're engaged to be married? What would you say is the number one, or maybe the number two thing that is going to be the game changer for your relationship to make it stronger and more understanding?
So, besides God being the center of your home,
which has to happen if you want that,
to give a complete understanding of what I'm about to say, the thing you need to know about marriage is to be a really good forgiver, and to, when you say you're sorry, to care enough about yourself and your marriage to make the changes necessary in your life following God. So that's back with God being the center of your home. If I was like some psycho woman that was trying to get Matt to do all this bad stuff, I'm sorry, I just can't keep up with that. I don't want to rob a bank. And then
you don't?
You go.
There goes our plans for the night.
You know what I mean.
That's the optimal day.
That's extreme.
So forgiveness, you're saying?
Forgiveness and making change.
And making change. I would add to that as not just the forgiving part, but letting it go too. Yeah.
And 2, it's kind of like a salvation mirror look, because our whole relationship with God and us is like a marriage. And in order to grow in a marriage, you need to ask for forgiveness, repent, be forgiven, and grow and move on. Like, that's how you grow in your relationship with God too, is mess ups and making change to grow. When you're asking God, I wish I had more patience, God doesn't just sprinkle, more patience. He gives you opportunities to be patient. And eventually, depending on how numbskull you are, you learn how to be patient, or you destroy yourself and get really angry.
And then you blame God for giving you the opportunity to be patient.
Yes.
So yeah, that's really good. So forgiveness and understanding.
Seriously, it took us a very long time to learn it, but once we learned
11 and a half years. No.
We grew. You grow so much.
And you know what? On year 20, it's going to be even greater than year 12.
Yep.
If you're putting the steps to practice.
Especially for us. I mean, we got married. I was 18. Matt was 19, almost 20.
That's really young, folks.
Really young. So you change more between your 20s and your 30s than you do between 10 and 20. So you just, for us...
Physically.
Oh my gosh. So for us, the forgiving and moving on and trying to figure out who we were as a person and who God wanted us to be, we had to do that together. So it was really challenging for us.
Yeah. On top of figuring out basic stuff that teenagers go through, like careers and all that stuff.
Yep. Who God wants you to be. That's what I said.
Yes, that's what you said.
That is what I said.
Hit that subscribe button, guys, if you like this content. Again, hit the bell notification, and you'll be notified when I release a new video. I check my analytics, and it says that like 70% of my viewers are not subscribed. So that makes me excited that there's a new demographic that is watching our videos. But also, it means that there's a new demographic that hasn't subscribed yet. So subscribe.
Mm-hmm. Oh, back on that other question too, with the advice for marriage.
Which is about pretty much the whole video. It's about marriage.
There's so much. Like, oh my gosh, it's hard to just crack down.
Want to put this. If you have any questions, put them in the comments.
Yeah.
And message us privately. Actually, email me. If you go to my About tab on the YouTube channel. I can't speak. If you have any comments or questions, put them in the comments below. And if you wanted to message us privately about a question that you're nervous about, email me. You'll see all the information, or on my website, mattlefaymusic.com.
And with this advice that we're giving, it's not like we learned it all, we know, and you don't. It's not like that, because we still have to practice this every single day.
Yeah. And maybe after we're done practicing it, we'll do it for real.
Maybe. Yeah.
It's like a doctor. He practices till he's good. That's how that works, right?
Mm-hmm. There's 3 things that you love somebody with. It's, again, back to the marriage, because the Bible...
She's going to preach now, folks.
Oh my goodness. It reflects relationships. The relationship that you are supposed to have with your spouse. The Bible says that a husband is supposed to love their wife as Christ loved the church. Yeah. It's all mirror images here. Yeah. But you need to love each other with your mind, body, and spirit, which your mind is who each other is and growing, and kind of what I was talking about earlier, forgiving and changing. Yeah. But with your body too, it's very important.
So you're talking about like when I wake up, or I wake you up, you just touch me, right? Or when I wake you up and I lift the blankets off and you kick me for doing it.
Make sure.
That's with your body, right? Like that's a healthy relationship, folks.
No.
Also,
definitely
if you want to take a frying pan, beat me upside the head. Rapunzel up, yeah.
Yep. No, but seriously though,
That's what it means to love with your body.
your body, no, stop. Your body is so important. It's important to keep your spouse happy, vice versa. It's not all about the men. That is so important to keep each other engaged in each other. That is very important. Men are very, very physically fed. So on top of being human too, they also have this like complete drive that they run by. Girls run by emotion. So
if the guy wants to get fed, the girl got to get fed first.
That's right.
It's true. That's a little nugget of wisdom, guys. Right there.
Anyways, just know that you have to
And I'm not talking about burgers.
love with those three things. And grow together. Spend time together. Do date nights. Because the longer you spread apart, we're constantly changing. What is it? Every 10 years a person changes. Years, yeah. So if you're putting all of your stuff, all of your into your kids, into work, into I don't know, your hobbies, pastime, other friendships, then you're not going to grow with your spouse. And 10 years later, 5 years later, you're going to be like, who the heck are you? You're not the woman I married, or you're not the man I married. But if you constantly keep dating your spouse
Kayla,
with all those other things added. Yes, I'm so excited about that. It's like a 3-day date right now, guys. Thanks, Mom. Thanks, Barry. Okay, question. You're so dumb. What is your biggest fears about our relationship?
Biggest fears about our relationship? That's a good question, actually. And that would kind of hit back at when we were starting to have problems, really a couple of years ago. We started kind of going
disconnecting. We were doing exactly what I just said.
Whose question is this?
Sorry. But we were doing exactly what we just said.
She needs to have her own channel.
We did
the blabber channel.
Shut up.
The over.
You're gonna make me forget
channel.
my thoughts.
The loudmouth channel.
Ooh.
Ah! Okay.
See, you made me forget my thoughts.
Thank you, Jesus.
Such a jerk.
So the question to me was, what was the question, Kayla?
What is your biggest fear for our marriage?
Good job. I didn't remember it. Okay, so again, a couple years ago, we started going through a rough patch. We weren't growing together. I was putting my focus on really things that I shouldn't have been. She was putting her focus on, I don't know.
It was him, and then I gave up on him. For you, man.
Which was
not a good thing.
Not a good thing to do.
That's
so, anyway, so basically, when we decided to start working on it again, all these fears and insecurities and doubts kept popping up, and that was a lot of fear coming in and saying, this isn't going to last, this is never going to work. What are you working on this for? And really, insecurity is, for men especially, is a huge killer of confidence. And men need confidence. I don't know if you know that or not, but as a guy, guys need confidence.
You're so awesome, Matt. Oh my gosh, like seriously.
I'm growing right now. Any guys that are watching this, you'll know what I mean. Really, the fear was losing the marriage, but also that it would never be to the point of
restored and better.
Restored love, trust, faithfulness. Not that anything bad like that had happened, but just, I don't know, growth.
We were going down a really wrong path. We had so much going on, church-wise, spiritually-wise, and
relationships.
Yeah,
just everything was kind of
all our priorities were out of whack.
We were doing this.
God wasn't like the center. Yeah, we were growing apart. When we bought our house, we just started working. We renovated. He would work all day, and then he'd work all night on the house, and we just got exhausted and burnt out, and just, yeah. And then things just started seeping in. So that time and that rest is very, very important.
Very important. Mm-hmm. And I will add this. If you had not sat down with your spouse every night,
mm-hmm.
or at least 3 or 4 times a week, and just said, hey, what's going on? How are you feeling? How's your day going? How's your week going? Mm-hmm. What's bothering you? Shame on you, because you're missing out on not just knowing that person better, but growing. You're learning a lot too, right? So
mm-hmm.
you're growing yourself.
And it might, like the first few times, if you're in a place that we were, it might be really hard at first.
And you don't want to.
And you're like, oh, I don't like this person right now. I don't want to tell you about my day. But eventually you keep pushing and you keep pushing, and forgiveness and almost like living like you're already forgiven. Yep.
She also just hit my butt underneath the chair, so she's a butthead.
Kind of cool how every question just kind of...
It's always a parallel to Christ.
Always...
And that's why That's why we're called the bride of Christ, because Jesus refers to the church as a marriage. What are 2 things we forgot to celebrate this year?
We never forget to celebrate. We are like...
We didn't even forget to celebrate the dog's birthday.
Nope.
We're good. July 13th, right?
We go above and beyond. We love celebrating Christmas, birthdays. Birthdays is like Christmas for that one person. I don't know. It's their special day.
Easter, Mother's Day, Father's Day.
Everything.
Friggin' Family Day. We don't really celebrate for that.
Family Day.
1. I do want to add that it's really hot in this deck right now.
It's really hot.
It feels like my face is being melted off.
This sweater was overthought.
It's volcanic.
Yep.
Heat. Thank you so much for watching, guys. This was a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun.
Sometimes when we sit down to do these, honestly, we
put all kinds of thought. Anytime it's ever prepped or thought out, we're like,
yeah.
But
so
then,
sometimes we have scripts.
Yep.
I find when we have scripts, we don't really follow them very well.
No.
That's because we're both kind of like big mouth.
Our chats that we get into in the evenings.
We could sit there for 2 hours and talk about God, about God's love, about marriage.
And they're like, we need to share this. The clouds are blowing in the sky from the wind really fast.
Yeah, there was a hurricane this week that was in the States, Isaias or something like that.
Yep. Normally you can like cloud watch. It's just like zoom in. Nope, no cloud watching going on here.
Yo, yo, yo. Please comment on this video.
Yeah.
Tell us what you liked about it. And if you didn't like it, just don't comment.
Share it.
Yeah, share this. We're trying to build this channel. Advice, music.
Just to meet right down on life grounds, because when we first got married, any kind of spiritual advice that we got, it was kind of like, huh? It was like Shakespeare. You take it home and you try to figure it out, and you don't really know how to apply it to your life. But what we want to do
to be
or not to be, that is Nicholas. Okay, so, but we want to meet down on your level, and we're just like you. We're all in this together.
We're all in this together.
We're here with you. We suck too. You guys suck. We all suck. Get through this life together, and we all sin and fall short of the glory of God. Nobody's better than anyone else.
And we're not pretending that we're not perfect.
No.
We're perfect.
We're perfect.
We're not pretending that we don't screw up, because you know what? Everybody does. And growing up, honestly, I grew up in places, in churches that, acted like the people in that church didn't screw up. So
you get promoted and promoted and promoted.
And then all of a sudden, somebody high in the church does one sin, and all of a sudden,
everything
their lifestyle's under control, they lose everything, and it's all because of pretense of how perfect you should be.
Yes.
Yeah.
But we just need to realize that we're not perfect, and just live this together.
I'm going to get a bug on.
Earwig. He does.
I hate earwigs. I'm going to write a song about it. Earwigs suck.
You do that.
Subscribe and check out the Cherish the Moments music video on this channel.
Ready?
God bless you.
1, 2, 3. Cherish the moments and the hours.
Moments and the hours. You've only got one life. Look it forever. 'Cause it's right now. And only if there's breath. Why would you throw away a precious gift when it's given out of love? So cherish the moments we're together. You've only got one life. Here I am.